sixth lesson is all about work life balance. Now, how do you achieve this when you try to balance all aspects of your life and at the same time climb the corporate ladder?
It's sometimes not easy, and again, it depends on the stage of your career that you're in and what's going on around you. Now, in many cases, as a young person, and I look at myself, I had a goal, a set to promote myself and get promoted at least and earn more money and climb the ladder. And then you get to various stages of your lives where other things become important to you. And I think it is important to take time out and to reflect on it. Now, again, I'll say sometimes it's easier said than done because you've got financial burdens, the world is in a tough economic space, and you need to make ends meet. So you've got to try and find that own bit of peace in your own life yourself. Now, from a leadership point of view, where it becomes important for a leader is to understand that people are at work for different reasons and to then be empathetic to their needs. And if I look at just the South African context, how many people at work come from very diverse backgrounds? I almost call it the corporate chameleon. In other words, somebody comes in from work having caught sometimes 2 taxis to work, sometimes they're unroadworthy through hectic traffic to a workplace, and magically at 8 o'clock, they're like a chameleon. They must change into world-class service. But that's the challenge of understanding the whole journey that person's come on to get to 8 o'clock. Then at 4:30, 5 o'clock, I let them loose again and they go back into the second part of their life. And what I'm saying about work-life balance is to try and find it, because that person's work-life balance is very different to the CEO's work-life balance, who arrives in a motor vehicle to work, often has his or her lunch delivered, has time perhaps to go to the gym in the day, to do certain things and to leave at whatever. Certainly that CEO does work many cases after hours and longer time, but their whole work-life balance is structured very differently. And I think it's a personal journey. I think it's a journey where many companies have embarked on, with gyms, facilities, a creche, childcare, a lot of facilities, and even looking around in South Africa, there's some world-class facilities here where people have taken cognizance that you actually buy in the time of the whole individual and not just the 8 hours of work, but you need to be appreciative of the full journey of the person.